This Daily Brew is brought to you by Inked Playmats, the official playmat vendor for Roguedeckbuilder.com. Order your own custom playmats today by visiting inkedplaymats.com, and be sure to check out our very own Roguedeckbuilder playmats. Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with another 8-man queue. I decided to queue back up. There were 7 people in line, so I decided to queue back up with the changed version of Rakdos discard. This one has Lightbane Zombies. Hopefully we can actually beat monsters now. No, we'd not like to mulligan this. We have Double Duress, and we're up against Mono Blue. No, we're up against Control. This should be a very, very good match for us. So we will just Blood Crypt here and go ahead and Duress. Duress off like a Supreme Verdict. No. Detention Sphere. No. We'll take out... What do we take out here? We just take out the Jace? Jesus, none of these... The Dissolve? The Jace? The Dissolve? I don't know. We'll just take out Detention Sphere? He's got a very weak hand. Detention Sphere can get my Key Rune, but I don't care about a Key Rune, so... And Hero's Downfall can take care of the Jace. So I think it's just Dissolve we take care of. And again, we have next turn to take out anything else. And that will be nice. We'll Rakdos' return. Get rid of something beautiful with a Rakdos return. And here I just might get rid of the Detention Sphere. We'll be able to race a Sphinx's Rev. So we'll just take the Detention Sphere. That way we can ramp with the Key Rune next turn. And he's got to draw onto a land, and he will. I mean, he actually plays a high amount of lands. No, he misses it. So I think this is pretty much in the bag for us. Key Rune. And hopefully we draw into another land and we can actually... We'll just Key Rune again next turn, but we still want another land. And he misses his land drop again. I feel very sorry for him. It's just going to be another Key Rune, and hopefully he doesn't draw into the Detention Sphere. Jeez. Feel sorry for you, buddy. Again, I'm not going to attack you with anything because Azorius Charm actually does hurt a little bit. Slaughter Games is fine. We will actually do it because we know what's in his hand. And we'll get the Sphinx's Rev out of the way here. Let's see here. Sphinx's Revelation. And we get to see his hand again. Sphinx's Revelation. He has triple Jace in his hand. Triple Jace. So we're going to get rid of this one. And so Supreme Jace. So this one, and that one. Triple Jace. That was going to be my other option, was to name Jace. But now let's see what else is in his deck. So he's got Dissolve. He's got Double Elspeth. So it's just Elspeth is the kill condition. Fatal Retribution, Azorius Charm, Detention Sphere, Supreme. All right, we should be pretty good here to know what's Last Breaths. I can attack in with the Rakdos Key Runes just fine. Syncopate, Dissolve. Okay. Yep, we got them all. And next turn again, I think we just start the beatdown. And he misses again. I feel sorry for this guy. Been there. At this point, do we just Rakdos return for 4? No, he just gets rid of like Supreme Verdicts. So I think the right line of play is just a Gray Merchant here. And he can't even syncopate it. That only does 2, but at least it puts him on a... does nothing, because he drew into a Last Breath. And can't even Jace quite yet. But now I know what's in his hand, so we can just go ahead. 1, 2, that's 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. And this should be a wrap. I can see the concession here. As everything goes to the graveyard. So Jace, Supreme, Jace, Jace. Well, he's going to elixir immortality here at the end of turn, right? No, he does not. I think at this point you spend your mana. He got his lands now, but he's out of cards. And Rakdos, Lord of Riots can come down. So it's just going to be one key rune. And a Rakdos, Lord of Riots. So, again, he'd have to really draw into some a top deck here to get him out of this. Good news is we even have, we have a lot of answers post-sideboard. The things that can come out, we don't need Dark Betrayals. Do you know, he could actually go for the route of bringing in, like, Bramazes, but we'll keep in our dudes. We'll keep in our removal Heroes Downfalls because there's nothing else to side out. So it comes out as just Bile Blights and Devour Fleshes. And what comes in is a Rakdos, Return of Solariums. And I guess with our new addition, I think just Lifebane Zombies come in. I mean, you might actually not wonder why I'm doing that. I could go Amazing Mortars instead, or Anger of the Gods, or even Bile Blight for Elspeth. But since we got rid of the Slaughter Games and Rakdos Return for Lifebane Zombies, and that probably wasn't the right move. Now I need to reconsider that and probably get rid of one of Devour Flesh, because we need like probably one more Slaughter Games in here. But Lifebane Zombie's not a dead card. It still gives me information, and still puts a 3/1 that he can't last breath. So I think it's just overall better than any sort of like Dark Betrayal. He could be going for it. Blood Baron could be in his sideboard, but we can't even hit it with Dark Betrayal. And if Blood Baron is in the sideboard, then Lifebane Zombie hits it. So we'll go ahead and submit this. And we did have enormous luck. He probably is really frustrated at this point, keeping a 2-land hand and never drawing into the 3rd land until way too late. But now we have 2 Slaughter Games and 3 Rakdos' returns. And we still have the Duresses and Thoughtseize. So, again, and this is a keepable hand. This is fine. We have a Thoughtseize, and then again, I don't need a first turn Thoughtseize. I can just first turn Rakdos Guildgate, second turn Thoughtseize. So I don't even know. I don't know. You white. Hey, there's my winnings from the last one. So the guy that actually beat me actually won the entire thing. Well, actually, they probably just split is what ended up happening. But anyway, so six tickets for 3 packs. Still pretty terrible. Barely make my money back. No way I'm going to mulligan this. Our opponent, unfortunately, does have to mulligan this. And the Thoughtseize is really going to hurt. So let's see if he has to go down to 5. I feel for you, buddy. Happens to me all the time. Like MTGO lately has just been wanting me to pull my hair out. I was playing my Jund Dredge deck the other day, and no joke, went 0-6 right in a row. As my opponents were top decking everything, and I was getting land flooded like crazy at the 23 card deck, and it was just so frustrating. It was like any card but land. It's like 6 games in a row. I just needed to draw anything but a land, and it was land each one of those, or the opposite. You need to just draw a land for the Flesh Blood plus Gore Clan or something like that. But anyway, that's MTGO again. You just have to realize that you have to ride the bad luck, and then you will have those moments like my 2 PTQs that I finished very highly, the one that I won and the one that I got top 8, where luck was definitely on my side. Now this is actually interesting. I might just want to go for a first turn. No, we can do that next turn. So it's gives me Guildgate, and Thoughtseize gives me more information this turn. He could have a Syncopate in his hand, but we'll lead off with a Thoughtseize. So, and if he's got the Syncopate, we'll just get rid of it. So it's going to be Revoke Existence. That's actually interesting, but I have no answer for Bramaz right now that could come out. So unfortunately, I have to take the Bramaz. And Dissolve, Revoke Existence. Yeah, it's going to be Bramaz. And again, Shrieking Affliction can come down. So now Dissolve is going to be a bit of a pain to get around, but we got Duresses. We got plenty of things that we can do, and he can't actually dissolve. But we have, I mean, yeah, I can't really draw into anything here. Did not want to see a mountain. But we'll play it. And now this gives him free reign with the dissolve. Which he would dissolve with Chandra Primary, so we just can't just run it into that. So, ouch, 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 the lands. 23 lands, deck. Quit being so mean. So he's got to wait him out. There's another Thoughtseize. Now we can actually play around the dissolve. So he dissolves that Thoughtseize. That's fine, because we can actually resolve a Chandra here. Elspeth is close to coming out, but with the card advantage with Chandra, we should be... Oh, come on! You're got to be joking me. We will go ahead and just Gray Merchant here. And he can Supreme Verdict. He can Last Breath it. But so many lands in a row. So we drew into 2 more lands there? No, we drew the Thoughtseize, but still. Jeez. But Rakdos Return, this is going to be good. Is he Sphinxing for 3? Sphinxing for 2? Alright. There's one Sphinx out of the way, but Elspeth's probably going to come down here. But I need to draw into... I mean, I got Dreadbores. I have Hero's Downfalls. I have plenty of ways that I can actually come back from this. And... okay. We'll draw another land. Unreal Connections is terrible, but, I mean, at least it gets us... a card. Now he's got to Revoke Existence it. And there's a Hero's Downfall for his Elspeth. So I might just actually just want to play a Mountain, and then because I can do that at the end of his turn. Yeah, I do believe that's better. Alrighty, so I guarantee the Unreal Connection is going to get revoked here. No. Why in the world not? Yeah, you can tick down Chandra. I'm fine with that. Yeah, there's a revoke. Okay. Jeez, these lands. Well, we can duress him and get that Elspeth out of the way. And he dissolves it. That's fine. We'll keep back the Gray Merchant. Now we can actually Temple. Put that on top. Now we'll actually kill the Mutavault when he attacks in. Because we have an extra card. So when he animates the Mutavault here, he does not. Interesting. There's a Gray Merchant. Still have... yeah, put that on top. It's a great card. Sphinx again. Does he have the second one? Yeah, it does look like another Sphinx. This time for 5. So he's filling back up his hand, but again though, 2 dissolves out of the way. We have the Dreadbore and the Hero's Downfall for Elspeth. So there's Fate or Retribution. Destroy all creatures and planeswalkers. Yep. That's good. But at this point, I gotta get the Elspeth out of the way, or whatever else is... At this point, I don't think Elspeth is necessary. It's just going to be Duress. We need to hit into that Slaughter Games eventually. He's going to negate it? He's got to negate, actually. Jeez! Okay, so Rakdos Guildgate. Come on, Rakdos, return. Yeah, and he just runs out an Elspeth here, I believe. There she is. And it does get three creatures out of it. And there's Chandra number 2. I believe I exile the top card. That's not a good one. Yeah, because now what he does is he mutavaults. I mean, he would have killed Chandra anyway. No, he wouldn't have with the mutavault. So I guess that was the wrong play, but I'm trying to dig. Burmaz, I'm definitely going to Dreadbore that, unless he's got another Elspeth. Alright, do I have any more lands left in the deck? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I guess that's about half. Archangel. Ouch. So I'm going to bring back in the Mizzy Mortars, or how does he do that? I'm not even sure how he does. You know, because that's what they always do. They bring in, but I think having 4 removals enough. Again, I've got to find something for that Archangel. Rakdos Return just wins the game here. But a Blood Crypt does not win the game. Well, nothing you can do against these draws. I literally have 0 more mountains. I have 4 Mutavaults left in the deck. And 3 swamps. And then 2 of each of these. But everything else I'm golden on. I've got everything else. So another Archangel Thune. Yeah, I'm going to bring in the Mizzy Mortars. No life. I'll just bring in all the Lifebane zombies. And even like Rakdos Return does not win me the game here. Well, Underworld Connections is nice. Here we go. See if we can... Nope, that is game. All right, where was my stuff? 3 cards down. All right, let's see here. Again, Mizzy Mortars I don't think is necessary. It does kill Burmaz. Well, it does kill Burmaz, and... So we'll bring in the Lifebane zombies. They're not dead cards. I'm going to probably take out Mogus. Is Mogus actually decent in this? And Rakdos? With all the removal he has. And, I mean, what else is bad in here? I'm going to take out 2 Shrieking Afflictions. With the way that he draws cards with Supreme Verdicts and whatnot. Mogus actually seems okay, though. I'm just going to take out all my Shrieking Afflictions. Is this a deck that Shrieking Afflictions is not good against? No, we'll keep in 1. And we'll keep in that Mogus. So he's probably going back to control, thinking that I'm bringing in removal, which I am. I saw a bunch of Burmazes and a bunch of Archangel. So, you know, I could get back to the control list. with the Aetherling as the finisher. But, you know, this game I shouldn't draw 17 lands. What did I end up there with? 15 lands at the end? So 8 left in my deck with... Ugh. Games like that make you want to pull your hair out. I have so much card draw in this deck, too. The connections are... Yeah, pretty good if I can stick them, but I mean, he's got the Revoke Existence, but I have 4 Dress and 4 Thoughtseize to get rid of that. I mean, this should be a pretty easy matchup. Oh, well. Well, let's focus on this next game. Alrighty, yes, I'd like to play first, and yes, I would like to keep a Duress Thoughtseize hand. I'm not going to mulligan this, right? I have ways to keep him down. Oh, this is a terrible keep, but I'm going to keep it. As hopefully has ways to just get rid of the cards out of his hand that I need to. So we'll start with Thoughtseize. Yikes. Missed the land. But, I mean, wow, we get rid of everything. Just take this Dissolve, I guess. And we missed our land drop. Hopefully we hit it here. We don't hit it here. Okay. Again, Jace isn't that great. We'll get rid of the Detention Sphere. So it's top deck mode. Okay. We'll get rid of Jace. Let's see who can draw a card versus who can draw a land first. And no land out of 4 draws. So the exact opposite is happening to us. This is what happened to him game 1. There we go. There's a Blood Crypt. We're still in terrible shape unless we can draw into 1 more land. I mean, I can Dreadbore anything he puts out. Yeah, Elspeth's good. That was a nice top deck. And now he's just going to try to beat me down with tokens, which is fine, because it might just get there. There we go. We at least get to see his hand. Hopefully there's like an Archangel in there. Highly doubt it. We get the Bramaz, but a Supreme Verdict and a Sphinx's Rev. Ugh. That's all I need to avoid was him drawing, with the amount of lands he had, drawing to that Sphinx's Rev. And he draws into it, so... that is life sometimes. Archangel Thune. Yeah, we'll Dreadbore that guy. And Bramaz. Okay. This point, I think I need to start... yeah. I need to block a token to try to preserve my life. Slaughter Games is good, but it's this... I have to get rid of this Archangel. And Bramaz is just going to tear me to pieces. Well, that is life. I don't think I can beat this. Now, my only hope is to resolve a Lifebane Zombie, which I doubt it will get resolved here, and then die next turn. Yep, it gets dissolved. So, unfortunately, that's what happens. I probably shouldn't have kept that hand, but with the Thoughtseize Duress, and time within 6 or 5 draws to draw into a land, I think we drew that on it was on our 5th draw we did draw into it. And that second game was just BS too. So This is Magic. We'll concede this one. I feel really good about this matchup, though. I think it's wrong of him to bring in these Archangels and Bramazes, especially since I brought in my stuff. So anyway, whatever. We'll go on to the next match. This has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.